NFL fans, what is going on? Welcome back to the channel. This video is for members only. Thank you guys so much for being a member of the J All Day NFL show. In today's episode, I'm going to give you a betting preview of all the bets I've already made going into week one. I can remove these bets if something crazy happens, but I'm going to go through my sports book and give you all the picks and bets I've made so far for week one. I'm using some of the money I had left over from last year's winnings to make these bets. I haven't made my initial deposit yet into my sports book, but I made a ton of bets. Some bets that I think you guys will, potentially make some cash on. Remember, when I make my bets, I'm hedging other different bets. So what I want you guys to do is pick your favorite bets out of all my bets if you want to use any of these for your own personal bets. And remember, guys, there is no obligation to do any of these bets, right? You have to make that decision on your own. Do your own research on these games and see if you agree with my analysis and why I chose these particular bets in week one. Let's get into the video. And this video is brought to you today by Splash Sports. We're doing a survivor pool, a J All Day sponsored survivor pool. Check out your screen right now. Okay, this is the Splash Sports website, right? There's currently 25 people in this survivor pool, and we've been getting a lot of entries over the last day or two, so I'm hoping this fills up to over 100, 150, maybe even 200 entries, guys. So if you're interested in survivor pool, it's $20 to get in, and it's your typical survivor pool, right? You bet a team each week to win, and if you win, you move on to the next one, and then if you lose, you're done. You could do up to 10 entries, right? Up to $200 worth of picks for survivor pools, guys. And then if you get knocked out in week one, I do a buyback for week two, so you can re-enter and buy back your submission, guys. Okay, let's get into the betting preview part of the video. All right, J All Day members, here is my sports book. Remember, I do small bets. You can bet as much as you want. You got to think of sports betting as units, right? Last year, we were up 85% on my unit bets. No matter how much the actual bet dollar nominal amount, that doesn't matter, right? We want to think about this as units and win our bets unit-wise, right? Whether it's a $10 bet or a $100 bet, it's still one unit. And we want to be up positive in our unit bets at the end of the season, right? All right, kicking things off, I got a killer teaser for you guys, right? Really solid odds, right? Coming in right around a little less than even money, right? So on this particular bet, $10 bet to win $7.14, coming in a little bit under even money, but I love it. Saints getting 19.5. Arizona was really bad on the road last year, only 2 road wins, and both of them coming by only 1 point, so I love that there. The Philadelphia Eagles getting 6 points against the Cowboys. The Micah Parsons-less Cowboys all day, guys. Denver Broncos +5 versus the Titans. Yo, give me that all day. And the Giants getting 19. I love this bet because, listen, they played the Commanders really tough last year. In both of those contests last year, both games were decided by 5 or less points, right? So this is one of my favorite bets of the week, pretty much coming in at, I think it's like -125, somewhere in that range. But guys, woo, baby, might be my favorite bet that I made this week so far. All right, next up, I got a 2-leg parlay, Denver Broncos, Philadelphia Eagles, right? If we take a look at this bet, we got -168 odds on this Eagles Broncos bet. I think this is as much as a sure thing as we could get going into week one. I think the Philadelphia Eagles, especially at home, dominate the Cowboys. No Micah Parsons. If the Eagles are home after a Super Bowl, I think over the last 24 seasons, Super Bowl winners are 20-4 the first week after the Super Bowl in week one the following season, right? So I'm going to take that trend. Broncos, Eagles, really solid bet there, guys, as well. Next up, we got a 4-team parlay, right? This is a little bit of a riskier play, but I definitely think this one has the potential to cash too. All home teams. I love home teams in week one. Seattle, I think they match up really good with San Francisco because they're a football team that wants to run the ball. And the San Francisco 49ers D-line is one of the weaker parts of that defense outside of Bosa, which I think they could attack them through the running game. And the 49ers are decimated with injuries at the wide receiver position. I like Seattle in this spot. Denver, I love against a terrible Titans team. And then the Commanders should win this game. They're a better football team than the Giants, right? I'm not going heavy on the Commanders in week 1. It's a division game. They played tight a lot last year, but I wanted to get a little bit of exposure to the Commanders, and I like this parlay. $10 to win $37.88. So if we take a look at this, we're getting almost plus 400 odds, guys. I really like that. All home teams, and, Seattle being an underdog, I don't know if I agree with Vegas on that. Here's a 7-leg parlay, guys. I want to get some of my parlays in early, and I'm going to do some money line bets and some prop bets when I do my official, all of my bets, members only next Friday. But I want to preview for my members, give you guys a little something for supporting the Jay All Day Show. We got Rams, Broncos, Steelers, Bengals, Cardinals, Chiefs, Eagles. Woo! $5 to win $61. I love that bet. Next, 3-leg parlay. We got the Eagles, the Broncos, and the Steelers. I'm going really heavy on the Eagles right now and the Broncos. I'm going to start curtailing some of my exposure to the Philadelphia Eagles. Now, I'm pretty much done. At minus 370, I definitely think the Eagles should win this game. But this is a great bet, guys. Steelers, I think, dominate the Jets. Tomlin kills rookie head coaches. Aaron Rodgers there, Justin Fields. Mike Tomlin knows him from front to back. I just don't see a situation where this young offensive line can stop Watt and Highsmith. I like the Steelers in this spot. Here's another teaser for you guys. Eagles getting +5. Kansas City getting +9. The Panthers getting 15. The Giants getting 18. And Seattle getting 14.5. Pretty much coming in at even money. It's like +110 or something like that, guys. So I love that bet as well. I think teaser-wise, I think all these teams win outright, and we're getting a bunch of points, right? Maybe the Jaguars could beat the Panthers, but I don't see them beating them by more than 2 touchdowns. Same thing with the Giants. They played the Commanders really tight last year. That defense has even gotten better with the addition of Abdul Carter. And the offense is going to be a little better, too, with the addition of Russell Wilson. And then Seattle, I love them at home. Home team's getting 2 touchdowns. I love that. And then we got another little teaser here, guys. One of my favorite teasers of the week. Chiefs getting 4. Pittsburgh Steelers getting 4. And the Broncos just having to beat the Denver Broncos by, more than 1 freaking point, right? Even if it's the 1 point, we get a push there. And I pushed the Chiefs and Steelers game outside of that 3-point field goal range. I love that spot. This is one of my heavier bets, the $15 bet here, guys. I'm going to add a couple $100 more to my brokerage account, so I'm going to have some more bets for you guys. I don't know if I'll use my whole bankroll up. We'll have to see. I got another parlay. I think I want to increase this bet. Chiefs, they did lose Rashee Rice to that suspension, so I'm probably going to go after the Chiefs a little bit less. I made this bet before Rashee Rice got suspended. We didn't know if he was going to get suspended now or later. And then I just love the Steelers. I think that's a great money line bet as well. And I got a Rams money line bet at home. An offensive line for the Texans that hasn't really played together at all. On the road, I think communication is going to be tough for them. I expect a lot of penalties, a bunch of long second downs, long third downs for C.J. Stroud. I like the Rams front 7 as well, guys. All right. There are the bets I placed already, guys. I want to show my members kind of like where my headspace is at. And let me know in the comments, what bets do you like? What bets do you think I'm crazy about? I would love to know in the comments down below. Once again, thank you so much for supporting the channel and being a member of the Jay All Day NFL Show. We just crossed 18,000 subscribers, guys. You are the best. Thank you so much. Peace.